Welcome to Pro Tour Reviews. I'm doing something a little different today in that I'm working at my home shop on my Project 9LA. This is a 2006 911 Carrera, also known as a 997.1 for the purists out there. And what I'm doing is bleeding out the brakes. I did some upgrades on the car, which included adding some stainless steel brake lines. And in doing that, I opened up the braking system, the hydraulic system, and now I need to pull out all of the air that's in the system and also pull in some new fluid. So in the past, I've always used a vacuum bleeder type system where I would use a mini vac and vacuum it out of each caliper. But today what I'm going to do is the Motive Products Power Bleeder. This is new to me, it's not a new tool on the market, but I'm really excited about it because I think this is going to simplify my bleeding, also make it obviously go a lot faster, but also no air in the system, which is your enemy in brakes, on that really nice firm pedal. Some of the things I've already done before we get going is I've already put the car off on jack stands. It's all properly supported, all the wheels are already off. I've already backed out of the reservoir of the old fluid and filled it to the very brim with new clean fluid because we don't want to push old fluid through. And then I've also added 2 liters of the appropriate brake fluid to the reservoir. And this is a pretty cool little system here. Kind of reminds me of a pump sprayer. If you're familiar with pump sprayer, you're gonna be able to use this. Pressure gauge on the front lets you know how much pressure is in there. Recommend not going above 15 psi. Your master service manual says to. Could cause damage to your reservoir or master cylinder. And what's neat about it is you can change out your cap. So depending on which make and model of car you have, they have all of the makes available for different types of caps. So you just unscrew it from right here and put the new cap on. Obviously I'm going with my Porsche here, which is common to bring a lot of European cars. So to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and attach my cap to my reservoir. Chan is filled up, and put this on here like this. Go ahead and put a real pressure in and push this air out. So I'm gonna minimize how much air we're putting into the system. You can see, push that fluid up there, lock this now. So we got it down there. There'll be a little fluid down here, so let me soak that up. I want to minimize how much air I'm putting in from this end. So I want to make sure that we catch as much of that as possible. Go ahead and tuck this rag up inside of here. Make sure the cap is not nice and tight. It feels like it is. Now, go ahead and pressurize this. So all I'm going to simply do is pump it until I get to 15 pounds, which 15 psi, center of the gauge here. Come here, boom. All right, so I'm at 15 pounds, or 15 psi on the pressure gauge here. So that's bottles pressurized, which now will force fluid into the reservoir. What I'm gonna go do now is to the furthest away brake caliper. So for my car, it's gonna be the passenger size rear, and we're gonna go and bleed that side out right now. All right, so now that we have pressure on the system, what I can do is I'm gonna use a little reservoir, piece of hose, attach that to my bleeder valve here. And I already know that these are, my car, 11 millimeter. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up this valve, and we should see fluid flowing through here. And it is dark and a little bit dirty looking, so who knows how long this fluid's actually been in there. And we should begin to see it coming in to a reservoir here. Oh, there it is. So there you go. You have fluid flowing into there. You know, I do know that there's air in the system, so this is going to take a little bit of time, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. So we got fluid flowing into our reservoir, and I did take these calipers off and actually clean them up and refinish them as well, so they're completely void of fluid. All right, so what I'm going to do is close this and run back over and see that our pressure hasn't changed over on our tank. So I'm still falling a little bit. Make sure that stays up at 15 psi. Go back here. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up on the back one. Each of these calipers has 2 bleeders, and there we go. We can see fluid beginning to flow through there. We see it pushing into our reservoir here as we're filling this up. And there we go, it's filling up. Fluid isn't too bad looking. It's been in there for a little bit, but not nearly as clear as the new fluid that I put in there. I can see air bubbles coming up through that hose as well. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Let me close this because the reservoir is getting full. So now what I'm gonna do is go empty this, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the same procedure on all 4 calipers. All right, so empty my reservoir. Now what I want to do is go ahead, and this is the left rear. So this would be driver's side rear, the next furthest away from the reservoir. You can also see the air bubbles working their way through my line as well. So It's definitely pushing the air through the system that I know was trapped in there while I was working on the car. The other thing as we do this, we should begin to start seeing the fluid become clearer and clearer in the reservoir, because what we're doing is we're pushing that old dirty fluid out and pushing in new clean fluid. So as we go further through this process, and that's why we start with the back versus the front, is we're getting as much of the old fluid out before we get to the front here. We're pulling as much as we can. I'm gonna go ahead and empty this reservoir. And what you wanna do is periodically check to make sure that you're maintaining your 15 PSI pressure here. So we're effectively pushing this new fluid through the system. So now what I'm gonna do is the front passenger side. And I'm gonna go ahead and empty this reservoir now. Do the same on the rear bleeder screw. Same thing, I see a lot of big air bubbles coming out of there, so definitely was necessary. And we're definitely beginning to see a lot clearer brake fluid coming through.
All right, so what I did is finished bleeding out every corner of the car. I went multiple times to each caliper and made sure that I got one, clear fluid coming out and no visible air bubbles. I also checked the brake, and the pedal feels nice and hard, which is what I was hoping for. And this system does make it very easy to bleed your brakes by yourself. You just pump it up and just keep an eye on the gauge and make sure that you keep a pressure on it. You don't want it to lose pressure. You want to make sure you always have that constant positive pressure. That way, as you're opening and closing those bleeder valves, there's never an opportunity for air to go backwards back into the system. Definitely very easy to use. I did pick this up online for about 60 bucks at one of the distributors where I buy my car parts at. The different connectors for your different brake reservoirs are available also from their website, so go ahead and check that out. But yeah, this definitely gives me a 2 thumbs up. Much better, easier than my vacuum bleeder system or having your buddy pump the pedal. So go ahead and pick one of these up if you have a brake job to do where you're swapping lines or calipers. Love to hear your thoughts on the Motive Power Bleeder. Leave in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, do that so you don't miss out on our next video. And as always, thanks for watching.